Thank you for joining today's segment for Toeic training. Today I'm going to take you through part 2, the question response. This is the second part of the listening comprehension. We're going to look at the language strategies that will help us get the total score for this part. This part in the new Toeic has 25 questions, each with 3 choices, A, B, and C. And the last Toeic, or the old Toeic, had 30 questions. In this chapter, you'll learn certain words that will help you identify the purpose of the question. These purposes include time, people, opinion, choice, suggestion, reason, and location. The answer choices are designed to trick you. Some choices have words that sound similar to the correct answer, have words that are used in a different context, use words in incorrect verb tense, are inappropriate response to the type of question. We're going to look at a few examples and look at the purposes of the questions and do a little practice on the listening part. Your question paper or your test paper will have just printed numbers 6 to 31 with no question or no answer. Just mark the correct answer on your answer sheet. So you'll be required to listen and answer the questions from what you hear. So listening can be a bit tricky because we're going to listen to questions or statements that will require us to identify either time or place or person or location, suggestion, or choice. But we have words with similar sounds, words with similar pronunciation, and words with that are related. We're going to take a few examples of questions for words that are related, words with a similar pronunciation, and words with that are related. Then we will look at the purposes one by one. For words with a similar sound, we'll have words with different vowel sounds, words with different initial consonant sound, words with different final consonant sound, 2 or more words that sound like one word, words that have sound that are part of a longer word. You can see the examples in the table. I'm going to play an audio for the question. Then we will analyze the answers one by one. Takes some time to get the audios.
Video 1. Similar sounds. 1.
Was the letter delivered today?
A. Yes, it came this morning. B. The ladder was on the delivery truck. C. He was late on Tuesday.
So this question is a yes or no question. Choice A answers the yes or no question. Choice B has related words, delivery truck similar with the letter or ladder. Choice C has a similar sound, today, Tuesday, was, the, was he. Listen for the whole meaning. Note the grammar clue such as a yes or no question, and that begins with an auxiliary verb was.
Two.
Where can I find the nearest post office?
A,
I think this one's the softest.
B,
He was fined for parking in a no parking zone.
C,
There's one on the next block.
So C answers the question where, or because this is asking for the place. Want to locate the next post office. Choice A has similar sound, office, softest. And choice B has a similar sound, find and find. Find and find. Okay.
Three.
Marianne is a very nice person, isn't she?
A,
Yes, she gets along well with everyone.
B,
Yes, she eats rice at every meal.
C,
No, I don't believe that's her purse.
So the question tag is in C, asks for an agreement, and the question states that Mary Ann is a nice person. Answer A agrees with that. Choice B has a similar sounding word, rice and nice, and choice C has a similar sound, person and pass. So you have to be choice A answers the question because the question tag is in C is asks for the agreement. The question says that Mary Ann is a nice person. So you have to listen in and just A agrees with the statement, and choice B uses a similar sounding word, nice and rice, and choice C has a similar sound, person and pass. Okay, we're going to look at words that are related. We have different type of places, and there are words that are related to such places. For example, for an airline, we can find words like ticket, seatbelt, pilot, flight attendant, and for hotel, we can find pool, room, front desk. For restaurant, we can find words like table, dish, lunch, dessert, meal, menu, tip. And for bank, you can have words like cash, account, deposit, loan, withdrawal. For weather, we can find words like sunny, cold, freezing, humidity, fog, smoggy, mist, breeze, windy. Yeah, so I will play again a clip with questions so that we can be able to determine these related words and how the questions are designed to trick you.
Skill 3. Homonyms. 1.
He leaves next week, doesn't he? A,
Skill 2. Related words. 1.
How long have you been married?
A.
Almost 10 years.
B.
About 5 feet.
C.
The bride is my cousin.
Correct answer to that question, how long, is choice A, about 10 years. Choice B has a related word, long and 5 feet. And we want to know the time, not the distance. Choice C has a related word, married and bride.
Two.
When does your flight leave? A.
It's a first-class ticket.
B.
At 10 tomorrow morning.
C.
I made the reservation last week.
So the correct answer to the question when is 10 tomorrow morning. Choice B. So choice A relates the word with a flight and ticket, and choice C relates the words flight and reservation.
Three.
Where would you like to eat dinner tonight?
A. Choose anything you like from the menu. B. It's my favorite meal of the day. C. There's a nice restaurant near my office.
The question where, we want to know the location where we would like to eat, and choice C gives the best response to this question. There's a nice restaurant near my office. Choice A relates the word dinner and menu, and choice B relates the words dinner and meal. So you have to be keen on to know the type of question you're answering, whether it's about location or time or place, then you will be able to get the correct answer. I will stop share and share again because I'm not sure you'll be able to see the screen. Okay. The next part is about homonyms. These are words with similar pronunciation. I'll not pronounce all these words because maybe my accent is different, but you can try to read them out and make sure the pairs or the trios, like the three words together, sound the same because they're separated by some space. I will play questions related to this part, then we will give the answers very fast, and then we'll go to the purposes of the question. Okay. Share.
Skill 3. Homonyms. 1.
He leaves next week, doesn't he? A.
No, he's going tomorrow.
B.
Yes, he's very weak.
C.
The leaves are turning yellow.
So this question here,
2.
lives next week, is best answered by choice A. No, he lives tomorrow. And it's a yes or no question. Choice B has homonyms of week and week, week and week. Choice C has homonyms, lives the verb, and leaves the noun.
Do you think we should use blue paint on the waiting room?
2.
Do you think we should use blue paint on the waiting room walls?
A. Yes, the wind blew for a long time last night. B. Yes, it's a very common color. C. Yes, I have put on a little bit of weight.
So the question is the question. Sorry. The question asks about the color of paint. Choice B responds with a comment on the color choice. Choice A has homonyms of blue and blue. The choice C has homonyms of weight, for example, waiting room, and weight, kilos. Okay. Go to number 3.
3.
Do you know who won the Employee of the Month award?
A.
It was Mr. Cho in the accounting department.
B.
There's only one left.
C.
I think it's due tomorrow.
This question, we have an embedded question. Who asks about a person? Choice A corresponds with the name of the person. It gives the right answer to this question. Who? Mr. Cho. And choice B has homonyms of one and one. And choice C has homonyms of do and do. So you have to be keen on the right answer. I'm going to look at a few examples. I'll read through them very fast. Mrs. Smith is never late for her meetings. A, he's always on time. B, her meeting is running late. C, she's very punctual. So you can see I've put in brackets the reason for the confusion and the correct answer. So our correct answer is choice C. Are you hiring an assistant or a secretary? This is an or question. A, I need both. That is the correct answer. B, yes, I am. It's an inappropriate response to an or question. C, I was hired yesterday. Number 3, how can I get to the train station from here? A, the radio station is a block away. That is, the word station is used in a different context. You can take the A4 bus. That's the right answer. C, the plane leaves in 10 minutes. Plane and train have similar sounds. We're going to look at identifying time. You'll hear statements or questions about time. Some questions will begin with when or how long. Others will be a yes or no question. Example, when did he leave for work? A, about an hour ago. B, it doesn't work. C, as soon as he is ready. The correct answer is A. Choice B tries to confuse you by repeating the word work. Choice C tries to confuse you by changing the tense to present tense and the person he. These are some of the words that you may hear in questions about time. I'll not read all of them, but you can pause and read through. Identifying people. You will hear statements or questions about people. Some of these questions will begin with who. Others will be a yes or no question. For example, who's responsible for making bank deposits? A, Ms. Rotelli always makes the deposits. B, we'll send our response soon. C, we use the National Bank. The correct answer is choice A. Choice B tries to confuse you with the similar sounding word response for responsible. And choice C tries to confuse you by repeating the word bank. Example 2, are you in charge of this project? A, no, they charged us only $100. B, Miss Rachel is the supervisor. C, no, it's not very large. You can try to guess the answer before I reveal it to you. The correct answer is B. Choice A tries to confuse you by using the word charge but in a different context or meaning. Choice C tries to confuse you with a similar sounding word, large for charge. These are some of the words that you might hear in questions about people. Who, whose, who is, the name of the person, the occupation title. And these are some of the occupation titles I've listed here. Next, we're going to look at identifying opinions. You will hear questions or statements about someone's opinion. Some questions will begin with what or how. Others will be a yes or no question, and we're going to look at the examples. What do you think of the movie? So an opinion is somebody's view or belief about something. A, I liked it a lot. B, I saw it yesterday. C, I moved the furniture myself. The correct answer is choice A. Choice B tries to confuse you by giving an inappropriate response to an opinion question. Choice C tries to confuse you with a similar sounding word, moved for movie. These are some of the words that you might hear in questions about opinions. What, how, why, because, think, believe, your opinion, like, didn't like or dislike, love. Identifying choices. You will hear questions or statements that give someone a choice. Some questions will begin with what or other WH questions. Others will be a yes or no question. These questions usually have choices joined by or. Example, which does that author write more of, poems or essays? A, she almost always writes about she almost always writes poems. I read those poems yesterday. She owns 2 homes. You can try to guess the answer before I reveal it to you. And yes, the correct answer is A. Choice B tries to confuse you by repeating the word poems. Choice C tries to confuse you by giving a similar sounding word, home for poem. Example 2, do you prefer yellow or blue? Yes, I do. B, is a very nice fellow. C, blue is my favorite color. So the correct answer to this choice question is C. Choice A tries to confuse you by giving an inappropriate response, and choice A tries to confuse you by giving an inappropriate response to the choice question, and choice B tries to confuse you with a similar sounding word, yellow for fellow. Okay, these are some of the words you might hear in questions about choice. What, which, or prefer, rather, between. Identifying suggestions. You will hear questions or statements that give a suggestion. Some questions will begin with why or let's. Others will be a yes or no question. Most of the questions that give suggestions are yes or no questions. For example, why don't we take a break? A, that sounds like a good idea. B, it didn't break. C, this is a very good cake. So you can try to guess the answer before I reveal it to you. And the answer is A. Choice B tries to confuse you by using the word break with a different meaning or context. Choice C tries to confuse you by using a similar sounding word, cake or break. These are some of the words you might hear in questions or statements giving suggestions. Why don't we? Why don't you? let, what about, how about, should, ought to. Okay, I will play some questions, then you will be able to do some practice. I'm trying to get the audio, so I'll have to cancel sharing. I close the overlapping. Okay, there goes the audio.
Skill 5. Suggestions. 1.
Shouldn't we leave more time to get there?
A. I left my watch at home. B. I don't drive anymore. C. Yes, let's leave earlier.
So choice C gives the correct answer for suggestion. Choice A has a similar sounding and related word or phrase. Leave more time, left my watch. So my watch and leave more time are related. Choice B tries to confuse you by using similar sounds, more and anymore.
Two.
Why don't we meet at 3 tomorrow afternoon? A.
Okay, I'll see you then.
B.
Because I stopped eating meat.
C.
I don't think 3 chairs are enough.
So for number 2, it's a suggestion on why don't we meet tomorrow at 3. And choice A is the correct answer because it's an agreement to the suggestion. Choice B tries to confuse you with using similar sounding words, meet and meet. Choice C repeats the word 3.
Three.
Let's talk this over with Mr. Sato before we make a decision.
A.
It was over earlier than expected.
B.
He did it with such precision.
C.
Good idea. We'll discuss it with him.
Okay, so number 3, let's it that is a suggestion, and C gives the right answer or the correct response. That's a good idea. Choice A repeats the word over, and choice C tries to confuse you with a similar sounding word, decision and precision. Okay, so I will go to the next purpose for the questions or statements. Identifying a reason. You'll hear statements that ask for a reason or a statement that gives a reason. Some of these questions will begin with why, others will be a yes or no question. Example, why didn't you make a dinner reservation? A, I reserved my hotel room. B, I eat dinner at 6. C, I forgot the name of the restaurant. So if you're following with me, I hope now you've got a hint of what you're looking for. You can try to get the correct answer for this question. The correct answer is C. Choice A tries to confuse you by repeating the word reserved in a different context. Choice B tries to confuse you by repeating the word dinner. These are some of the words you might hear in questions asking for a reason. Why? Why don't? Why didn't? Excuse and reason. We look at identifying location. You will hear questions and statements about location. Some of the questions will begin with where or what. Others will be a yes or no question. Example, what about moving the desk next to the door? A, there isn't enough room. B, I didn't open the door. C, he's next in line. You can also try to guess the answer, and yeah, I'll reveal the answer. The correct answer is A. Choice B and C tries to confuse you by repeating the word door and next. These are some of the words you might hear in questions asking about location, what, where, how far, next to, beside, under, over, at, near, far, behind, right, left, and names of places. So these questions are generally the WH questions. And once you know which word or what word is used for what purpose, it will be easier to answer part 2. In our next video, we'll go to part 3. But before then, I will give a practice test. It has 25 questions. So you can take your piece of paper and pen and write the answers as you listen. And at the end of the clip, I will give you the answers. So you'll counter check as you finish. Yeah. You'll give me a minute to prepare the audio. Okay, so I hope you're ready with your piece of paper and pen to answer. Just write number 1 to 25. Then you'll be able to answer the questions, number 1 to 25. So I'll let it play without interruption. So, but at the end of this, I'll give you the answers.
Practice. 1.
Did anyone pay this bill? A.
Yes, I know how to play.
B.
Yes, I sent a check yesterday.
C.
Yes, I know, Bill.
2.
Whose office is this?
A.
It's mine.
B.
In the office.
C.
John did it.
3.
Could you make copies of this report for me?
A. The report is due tomorrow. B. Of course, right away. C. I enjoy watching sports.
4.
When will the order be ready?
A.
Early next week.
B.
In the shipping department.
C.
It's blue, not red.
5.
Mr. James is your boss, isn't he?
A.
No, it wasn't a big loss.
B.
Yes, I work with him in accounting.
C.
Since the beginning of the year.
6.
Would you like to sit here while you wait?
A. Yes, thank you. B. It's about a 15-minute wait. C. I'm waiting for Dr. Kim.
7.
How long will they stay in the city?
A.
It's not very big.
B.
Yes, they'll stay there.
C.
About 2 days, I think.
8.
What did you discuss at the meeting?
A.
Just under an hour.
B.
They're still eating.
C.
We talked about the budget.
9.
Where did you put the package?
A. Some new office supplies. B. On your desk. C. First thing this morning.
10.
Would you rather meet this week or next? A.
Next week is more convenient.
B.
I feel a bit weak.
C.
I'd be very happy to speak.
11.
We're running out of paper for the printer.
A.
The printer is running well.
B.
I'll order more today.
C.
Yes, it's on the shelf.
12.
Do you know what time the bus leaves?
A.
We had a wonderful time.
B.
Yes, they left on the bus.
C.
At 2:30.
13.
How many computers did he buy? A.
Only one.
B.
Yes, he did.
C.
With a credit card.
14.
Which direction should we turn?
A.
Yes, I think that's right.
B.
Make a left.
C.
I didn't turn it on.
15.
Why are you late?
A.
No, it's 10:30.
B.
We'll start in a half hour, okay?
C.
The traffic on the highway was terrible.
16.
Do you live in this building?
A. Yes, I went there last week. B. No, I'm visiting a friend. C. He's leaving this afternoon.
17.
Where is Mr. Jackson flying in from?
A.
Sydney.
B.
Early tomorrow morning.
C.
In a rental car.
18.
The coffee machine in the break room isn't working.
He works 9 a.m. until 5 p.m.
B.
Yes, I'd like another cup.
C.
We probably should get a new one.
19.
How many folders do we need?
A.
About 10 or 15.
B.
They're brown and white.
C.
I'm so glad you offered.
20.
Is Sarah in the office today?
A.
It's down the hall.
B.
Yes, she is.
C.
Making some photocopies.
21.
You did a great job on the presentation. A.
Thanks, that's good to hear.
B.
No, I wasn't at the presentation.
C.
It's the first item on the agenda.
22.
Do you know when John will be back?
A.
Thanks for bringing it back.
B.
Yes, I know him.
C.
At around 6 o'clock, I think.
23.
Who left this message on my desk?
A.
He called about an hour ago.
B.
Mary did.
C.
That's not my desk.
24.
Where did they decide to hold the meeting? A.
At 1:30 tomorrow.
B.
In the big conference room?
C.
Yes, they did.
25.
How did you get the door open?
A. I used my office key. B. They open at 8 a.m. C. Just put it on the floor.
I hope you had a nice time listening to the audio and you have your answers with you. And I'm going to read out the answers so that you can check them out for yourself. So give me a minute and I will make this face brighter. So number 1, the answer is B. Number 2, A. Number 3, B, boy. Number 4, A. Number 5, B, boy. Number 6, A. Number 7, C, cat. Number 8, C. Number 7, B, boy. That should have been number 9. I repeat, 7C, 8C, 9B, 10A, 11B, boy. 12C, 13A, 14B, 15C, 16B, boy. 17A, 18C, 19A, 20B, boy. 21A, 22C, 23B, boy. 24B, boy. 25A. So you can redo this part of the quiz to recheck where you made a mistake, and you can reach out in the comment section if you need more practice audios for this part. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Miss Omari, and in the next session I'll take you through part 3. I want a good score for all of you. See you next time.